How grand is this amount of drugs taken off the streets?
This is a historic amount of drugs that we've seized off of our city street. And this is one of our largest, if not the largest, drug bust that we've had here in Salt Lake City in recent memory. I've been able to talk to our administration, and no one can recount having 45 pounds of methamphetamine taken off our streets this recently. So this is a significant drug bust for our community, and it really reiterates our commitment to disrupting the drug trafficking that's happening in our city and throughout our region.
What does this say about the status of drug trafficking here in the Salt Lake Valley right now?
We know that drug trafficking is happening in the Salt Lake Valley and throughout Utah. We want to do everything we can to disrupt that network. These are individuals who are accused of preying on our community. They are motivated by money and profit, and we want to do everything we can to disrupt that, to help make our city safer. And because of this historic drug bust, we know that we have made Salt Lake City, our valley, and our state, and really the region, much safer because of this. You know, when we have this amount of drugs, cash, firearms taken off our street, we know that Salt Lake City is a much safer place today because of this investigation.
Was this individual already on your radar for potential drug involvement?
I can't go into specifics about the case right now because it is pending prosecution with the U.S. Attorney's Office. But what I can say is this investigation actually started from a routine traffic stop. We had officers assigned to our Liberty Patrol Division's Homeless Resource Center squad, and they were conducting routine patrols in their area of responsibility when they conducted a traffic stop. From that traffic stop, it then led them to this larger investigation. So all told, we've had 2 people arrested, and we have seized this significant amount of drugs that have been taken off our street. We know that when you break down 45 pounds of methamphetamine onto an individual level about per dosage, that could have thousands. That could reach thousands of people in our community. So we have taken off a significant amount of drugs off our street. Today, our city is much safer, and we know that this drug bust is going to have a long-term impact on our community.
This specific incident here, I mean, you're calling it historic. Does that mean this is something that motivates you to find new ways to find what else is out there, or is it business as usual? Because this is how do you use this as perhaps a stepping board to maybe doing more at this point?
It goes both ways. So this obviously in and of itself is a significant drug bust. It's historic for us, and we are not resting on our laurels. We are going to continue to push this investigation forward, and we're also going to look at other individuals in our community who are preying on individuals who may be addicted to substance abuse, and we are going to do everything we can to disrupt that drug trafficking network in our community. Not only did we have a historic amount of drugs taken off the street during this investigation, our detectives were also able to take off from the streets 2 firearms. So again, we're getting drugs and guns and cash off our street, all things that we know are used to perpetuate violent crime in our city. You know, the Salt Lake City Police Department is committed to reducing violent crime. We know that people who are trafficking drugs and guns have a propensity to engage in other violent crime.